Hi everybody. So I'm a relatively new user on this platform as far as creating goes. So I thought that I would take some time to tell you a little bit about myself and what I plan on doing here. Well, first of all, I should start with a lot of the things that I do are beauty and makeup related, skincare. I have so many things to review on here, and even started with Shein because I had never used Shein before, so I was like, oh, well, I'll just get some stuff and try it out, and so I'll be making videos about that. But I'm also a mother, a wife, a business owner, and a friend. I'm the crazy friend, by the way. I'm the crazy friend. So if you want to talk about any of that, that's also fine. But in this live, I'm going to do something that I have never done before. And even though I'm an adrenaline junkie, I've jumped out of planes, I've scuba dived, all kind of fun stuff. However, I have never put hot rollers in my hair. So we are going to attempt these, I don't know what that's about, but we're going to try this while I tell you a little bit about myself and see where it goes. So I guess I have no idea how to do this. And don't mind the way I look, because I have a kidney stone at the current time, which is very, very unpleasant. So I think, oh my God, this is not going to work out. Oh, gee. Okay, so I really can't talk and do anything at the same time, but we're going to try this. Where are the, aha! We're going to see how this goes. I don't think, what, oh my God, is this how you even do this? Oh, I don't know. I don't even know if that's right. So then we're going to try another one. So I've owned a restaurant for 18 years, and sometimes it's really amazing, and sometimes it's frustrating as hell. It depends on what day it is. Literally. I hope I'm doing this right. I got into reviewing products in 2022. My sister and I both became product reviewers in our spare time. And then I realized how much I liked reviewing makeup, skincare, hair care, the whole nine. So that's what brought me to this. Hi everybody, thanks for joining. So I'm pretty sure this isn't supposed to be sticking out like this, but that's okay. By the way, I swear a lot, like just naturally. It just comes out like that. It's not even meant to be offensive, it's just the way I talk, so. And I'm known to say crazy shit for no reason. Mainly because I like to make myself laugh. I have instructed my employees, who are also, like, my employees are like my family. We've all been together countless years, and we are stuck together like glue. Okay, so anyway, I have instructed them that in my retirement years, which will happen on the 12th of Never, I am only going to come in, roll silverware, and say completely unexpected crazy shit. I think that's fair. I definitely think that's fair. So, anyway, please invite your friends to join my channel and check out my stuff and watch my crazy videos. This is the tame one, okay? This is me being as normal as humanly possible. So I figured I have to behave on my first one. And I don't even know how long I'm supposed to keep this in. It better not be all damn day. So, does anyone know if I'm doing these things right? Or do they look wrong? I have no idea. I was a kid in the 80s and 90s, and we had those bender things. If any of you remember what they were. Those I remember. I don't think they looked too good on me. It looked weird. So I feel like I have a lot of interesting products that I'm going to review. If you do like makeup, skincare, and all that, I got some really interesting reviews. I've used a lot of products. A lot. And I think they're fun to review, so. And this thing does not want to stay in here. So I don't think that I got rid of the kidney stone. I think it's still there, but at least it's not hurting the way that it was. When I picked up my 17-year-old son from track, I said, guess where you're taking me? So get comfortable. Because you know it's a 6-hour ordeal no matter what. I think that's the first time. Well, I've had kidney infections, but that's the first time I actually went for what I knew was definitely a kidney stone. Usually I just wait it out. Hi, everybody. So I love animals. I love hiking. Last year, we decided to do like a major trip because my kids are getting older. They're teenagers and they're eventually going to be out of the house. So we took them we saved up and we took them to Hawaii. And we hiked Diamond Head, and it was for them. This trip was for them. We just let them do whatever they wanted. If it was on their bucket list, they did it. And at first I didn't think that they appreciated it, but as time goes on, they are talking about it more and more, like than they did when they came home. So I think my plan worked. Okay, what the is going on here? Where's that coming from? But anyway, I always try to focus on the good things in life. You know, my family's healthy, my husband is awesome. Business drives me nuts, but I still love it anyway. If I didn't, I wouldn't be doing it, so. Oh, okay, I'm not good at this. Figure out where all this random shit came from. Dumbass. Okay. Let's go to a different one. So I don't know. I like to talk about things. I like to laugh. I like to talk about serious things, but not to the point where anyone gets upset about it. You know, that's not accomplishing anything. And for all of us parents out here, I feel like we could all use some help, because this shit ain't easy. You asshole, I can't do this one. Well, I can, but it's giving me trouble. I feel like I might get abducted by aliens looking like this. Stay. Okay. So how the hell long am I supposed to leave this like this? Does anybody know? I don't read instructions. I don't know. I'm just going to take them out whenever. So. What else could I tell you about myself? Let's see. I love traveling. If it wasn't so cold outside, I'd be skydiving. But I don't go by myself. I go with an instructor, let them do all the work, and I just have all the fun. I haven't scuba dived in a few years, but now I'm starting to miss it, especially since we went to Hawaii and we didn't take our scuba gear. But we did snorkel, so I got to snorkel with sea turtles, which is like my total dream. But if you touch them in Hawaii, it costs you $15,000 fine. $15,000. So I ended up right on top of one, and I'm like all squished in so I don't touch this thing, but I wanted to so bad. I wanted to pet it, but I didn't. So that's probably the most exciting thing that I've had happen in the last few years. Let's see. Like I said, I've owned a restaurant for 18 years. My daughter's working there right now. Her and her friend wanted to work today, so. And since I'm probably not fully recovered, I agreed to let them work. So I'll probably just be a pain in the ass if I go to work. And I'm personally glad that I'm in charge of HR, because HR would not like me at all. I would get fired in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. So luckily, I don't have that problem. But I still got to worry about everybody else. But they're pretty. I really do have a great staff. I really do. I'm surrounded by good people, you know. So I like to keep everything positive as much as I can. You know, sometimes we come in and we're in the mood to have a bitch fest, and we do. And it's okay. And sometimes we fight like family, and that's all right too. You know, I can handle you calling me an asshole. I'm a big girl. I got it. Trust me, I got it. So, and let's see. My husband and I always seem to find fun. You know, we both really enjoy fun. And if it's fun, we're going to find it and we're going to do it. You know, my kids sometimes are too cool for me. Well, most of the time. Yeah, 90%. Probably 90% of the time. Only when I am, for whatever reason, going to the mall or getting pizza. That's it. And that's probably, damn, that's more than 90% of the time that I'm not cool. So I'm going to probably go with 97% of the time. But I'm not supposed to be cool. I'm supposed to be your mom. So, that's fine. Do any of you have kids, and how many do you have? Anybody want to jump in? I have no idea what I'm going to keep talking about. So, I don't know. You would think it would be easy for me, because I do talk to people every day, but I always joke and say, restaurant closes at 2, by 3 o'clock, I'm done peopling. There's no more peopling. No more talking to anyone, no more doing anything, but I still do it. I try not to answer my phone, though. Everybody knows, do not call me, text me. I'm not picking up the phone for any reason. I don't care. Put in a text message or it ain't happening. I might decide to then call you after you text me, but if you call me first, there's no answering. There's none of that. So, I have animals. I have cats, because they're snuggly and they're little assholes. They're little furry assholes. That's why I like them. I also like dogs, but I don't really have the time to properly take care of a dog, so I don't have one. If I did, I would. But, and my kids are teenagers, so of course I worry about, I'm starting to get to the point where I am worried about the day that they move out, and how I'll feel about it, because I don't know. You know, they've been here, they've been with me forever, so I don't really know how that's gonna go. I get myself all upset thinking about it, but everybody tells me, oh, you'll be upset at first and then you'll freaking rearrange your house and you'll be fine. I don't know how I feel about that. My son is of driving age, and he doesn't have his license yet, but he has his permit, and I'm terrified of him getting his license, because I don't know how he's going to act in the car when there's nobody to tell him to quit fucking around. You know, we'll be in the car, and I have the sensors all around the car or whatever. It'll start beeping, and he's still moving, because he doesn't believe the blind spot monitor. Okay? If it's beeping at you, stop what you're doing, because that camera is put there to see what you cannot see. Do you know how many times I have tried to explain this to him? And, you know, in the meantime, I'll just have a mini heart attack or stroke. That's okay. That's cool. You know, just kill me, why don't you? But the last time he got in the car, he did really good. So maybe he's getting it. I think every kid thinks they know more than what they do, so I should not be surprised. And I have really good kids. I can't really complain. They don't really give me any trouble. They just kind of stress me out a little, you know. But they're very helpful. They work at the restaurant. They help me. They will eventually do what I ask them to do. Not on the first time. Usually not on the second time. But the third time, when I'm finally like pissed off, done. In a heartbeat, done. So, that's good. That's good. I just have to terrify them first. Believe it or not, I'm a pretty terrifying person when I get mad. But I try to control that. But after I ask you to do something 3, 4, 5 times, can't control it. Can't control it. You know. And they don't like when I'm upset with them. Like, because I'll just yell. And, you know, I would never touch my kids or whatever like that. But when I yell, they really don't like it. Okay, well then why did you get me to the point where I'm yelling at you? Why didn't you do it the first, second, or third time that I asked you? Why do you have to not do it until I'm screaming at you? I don't know. Do all kids do this shit? Or what? I have no clue. Teenagers are hard. Kids in general are hard. You know, I read this quote the other day, and it said, the hardest thing you have to do as a parent is to teach the one thing you can't live without how to live without you. And I was like, damn, why does that have to be true? That sucks. That sucks. And it's 100% true. It is 1000% true. You think these are done? They're still kind of warm. I don't know. I have no clue. Hi, Sylvie. I'm reading sideways. Hi, Hanta. My phone is sideways, so it's very... And I'm old and I can't see shit. So that don't help. Hi, Jasper Dog 28. Thanks for being here. Should I take these out now? Oh, and I'm also very impatient. And here is a prime example of my impatientness. Okay, so I haven't painted my nails since I was probably a teenager, because I started getting my nails done, but I don't anymore. So here's what happened. These 4 fingers turn out very nicely. This one I kept bumping, so I got mad and ripped it off. And that is exactly what happened on this side. So now I only have 4 fingers painted. Who does this shit? Me. This is what I do. Dumb shit. Okay, so I don't even... they're still warm. Do I just wait till they're cold or what? No idea. I'll give it like a minute or 2 and then we'll see what happens. I could have totally fucked myself up. I don't know. But it's worth a shot. Don't worry, I will also do other shit on camera that I've never done. Like, I got these fake eyelashes. I've never put fake eyelashes on in my life, ever. So I'm probably going to glue my eye shut. So you might want to watch that one. That'll be funny. That'll be funny if I freaking glue my eyeball shut. Okay, so we're taking these out now. Oh, this better not look ridiculous. I feel like it's gonna look ridiculous. See, they're like, I don't think you're supposed to attach them to each other. Idea how you're, I guess you're supposed to comb them out a little bit, so fix that up. Okay, so I really don't know if I did this right. Okay, let's see, maybe. But if you're old enough for this reference, I'm still going to give it a superstar. Yeah. Okay, I can see it. I'm liking it. Well, thank you for joining me, and see you soon.